We're going live.
Oh, yes. Oh, that came up live already. Hey, AZ there already. And Bill from Newfoundland. Oh, that came up live already. Hey.
AZ, how's it going?
That's amazing, Paul, they can do that. Launch a rocket and have it come back down and land precisely. That
Yeah,
boost.
it used to be they used to have all those ships out there and recovery areas and all kinds of stuff.
Come down under parachutes.
Yeah.
Or Paul's with David from Atlantic. We got Bill and we got Dave.
Bill, yep.
One end of the country to the other.
Bill and David.
Wow. A lot of propane there. Just watching this here. Train go by. So that's a lot of propane. Well, propane tank cars. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is.
Keep going and going and going.
Where is that, Paul?
Texas.
Ah. Houston. Houston.
Yep.
The sad part of it is you look at the downtown off in the distance.
Hmm.
It looks like everybody's downtown. I mean, Detroit looks like that.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Laura did a live stream this afternoon, did she?
I don't know. I wasn't around.
I wasn't either.
Bill said he lost his Wi-Fi for a second, detected high, all and all of a sudden, bam, it went all down.
Really?
Oh my God, look who it is. It's Chuck.
Walking at twilight.
Oh, he's walking.
Twilight.
Yeah.
Well, you're supposed to be the running man, not the walking man. The running man.
Or walking is good.
Well, yeah, it is. But running's even better.
Here's Mark's got a little blinky on. Anyway,
She's your safety guide.
I have one too on the back of my pea coat.
Oh,
I can't believe it's Sunday night already.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just a couple of weeks till Thanksgiving.
Crazy.
Very crazy.
But can't stop time.
And then you slide right into Christmas after that, Chuck. What are you getting the wifey?
Classified.
Yeah.
In case you didn't notice.
She's right there.
Yeah. Duh. You're on speaker.
So you bought her that golden diamond necklace, huh? All right.
Never believe it.
You're the man, Chuck.
Never believe it. She'll probably get more stuff to help us be better on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's the clue. That's normally what I do.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of stuff like that, I have a Mini 2 with 4 batteries and the filters and stuff. What's the street value of that thing? Nothing?
$300 to
Yeah.
$400 probably.
What?
$300 or $400, I would imagine.
That's good enough. I got to get rid of it. It's a whole Fly More gig, but I don't think it's worth much more than $400 either. But somebody could make use of it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the
Imagine.
thing. That's the thing is we buy this technology and it sits around, and then pretty soon nobody wants it because it's old technology.
Yeah. Well, people want it. They just don't want to pay anything for it, and that's understandable.
Yeah, they want you to give it to them, right?
But
Well,
see, that
that
$400 is $600 here in Canada.
if I could do a giveaway on my channel, and get some subscribers and followers out of the gig,
Yeah.
maybe I'll give it away. But because I think there are a lot of travel vloggers out there that
No.
are without drones. Mini 2's acceptable, especially for YouTube footage. I mean, really, I used Mini 2 in Scotland, and the footage looked pretty good. Looks good on YouTube.
Hey, Dominic.
Good evening, all.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir. It's too cold for me to sweat. It's 39 degrees Fahrenheit right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Still have dusk.
Mhm.
So it looks like
oh, nice.
okay, right?
Okay.
Back to ugly me.
Let's get some.
So what's on the agenda this evening
Well,
or morning for Dom?
yeah, Dom is it's early morning there, right?
Yeah, it's Monday morning. 9 a.m. Monday morning.
Monday. 9?
9 a.m.
Oh, look, getting silhouetted now because what's left of the light is behind me.
Oh, great.
Nasty. Bad
Now-
lighting.
Chuck, have you been down to Australia at all, or?
No, it's very complicated to get there, as I'm sure Dom knows.
Well, yeah, because you're on the East Coast.
Yeah, it's going to take, looking at flights, it would take a flight from here to probably Philly, then Philadelphia to Dallas,
Yeah.
and then Dallas all the way to Sydney, which would probably be a forever flight.
Yeah. Or you could do the LAX to Melbourne as well.
Melbourne.
Um, So Sydney versus Melbourne.
Melbourne's better.
Melbourne.
Melbourne's better.
Sydney.
Sydney's the embarrassing part of Australia. It's a place we don't
Sure.
talk about.
So where are you and Matt?
He's in Queensland. Queensland is another really nice place.
So how far is Queensland from either one, from Melbourne or Sydney?
Queensland, you got that's the East Coast. Queensland, New South Wales, which is where Sydney is, and Victoria. So you're going to the northeast coast versus the southeast coast.
Which is a pretty long haul, I'm guessing. Like if it was America, it'd be, 24 hours drive to go from north to south. And it feels like Australia is the same.
Well,
Or
Australia,
close.
as I said, when you take out Alaska, the Australian continent and the US continent is 85% difference.
Yeah, they're very similar.
Very sim when you take Alaska out of it.
Yeah, right. And that's because I know we laid Australia. Well, we found a map that laid Australia
Yeah.
over North America. or just the United States for that matter.
Yeah, the United
Oh.
States, when you, as I said, when you just do the 48 contiguous states,
The lower 48.
yeah, well, okay, and it's roughly the same size. It's only just a tiny bit bigger. But if you overlay just Alaska over Australia, it takes over 2.5 of our states.
This is gonna be so complicated. Europe is so much smaller and easier.
Oh,
and
definitely.
closer. Smaller, easier, and closer.
Well, considering the fact that you've been to Iceland, Iceland is the same size as Victoria is.
That's crazy. Well, for now, Iceland is getting ready to go kaboomski.
I know, I read about that.
Jesus,
Yeah.
what's up? Like right near the airport we flew in and out of, and right near
Yeah, Grunewald, or they evacuated the whole town.
I know, it's crazy. We drove on those roads. They're all broken up and stuff.
Yeah.
Here we
The
go
whole of
again.
England- the whole of England fits in Victoria.
Huh.
It's about that big.
Yeah, and driving north south in England is many hours. Yeah, I don't.
I think it's about 9 hours. Mark will correct me on that. But from one end to another, it's about 9 hours.
Okay, so which is closer to Matt? Would it be Melbourne or Sydney?
In terms of Queensland,
I guess.
yeah, because if you wanted to go to Queensland, where Matt lives,
Yeah.
it's an 18-hour drive.
Did you
From
say
me-
19 hours? Oh, expletive. Can you fly to Queensland?
Yeah, you can. You can go
Okay.
to LAX Brisbane, LAX Sydney, or LAX Melbourne. And to go from Brisbane, which is BNE, their airport, to MEL, which is Melbourne, it's about a 4-hour flight.
Okay. That's more
Give or
workable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more workable. That might, I don't know, would have to logistically, what's going to have to be 2 weeks. There's like no way you can do it in a week. No way. Right. I mean,
Considering
it's
the
gonna be
fact it's going to take you a good 40
2
hours to
days.
get here.
Right. Right. So it's a 2-weeker. We have to fly business class. There's no way I'm sitting coach that long. Have coach. Business class all the way. And that's gonna add expense. But then we need an attack plan to figure out how to best cover the east coast of Australia as much as possible, because that's all we're gonna be able to do, probably, if we're lucky.
Yeah, but if you see the thing is, if you just stay on the East Coast, you're going to miss out
I
on
know,
the 3 states.
but how do you possibly cover it all in a week's time, 2 weeks' time? Well, a week and a half, given
No
it's
way.
gonna take part of the week just to get there and back.
But considering the fact that 86% of the population is around the coast.
Yeah.
There's 2% of population in the rest of Australia outside of the capital cities. Just to put you in perspective.
Yeah. Tim goes, yeah, you can rent a kangaroo to ride to Brisbane.
That would be a good blog. Exploring Australia by kangaroo back.
Yeah.
That would be a vlog, baby. You see Lori on a kangaroo hopping through Australia? That would be YouTube gold right there.
Yeah. But the other thing is, just don't go into the middle of Australia. You'll not come back out.
Is that bad?
Yeah. Oh, we've lost Chuck.
Duck froze.
Yeah.
Well, what's the downfalls of the middle of Australia?
Heat.
I lost you guys for a little bit. I think I'm back.
One is heat and very little.
And the critters too, or what?
Yeah. There's very little water, and there's just no life. Considering the fact that there's a farm in the middle of Australia that is bigger than the UK.
I'm gonna light up the grill. Oh,
I've seen many many videos, especially when you go to Central Australia.
just work on the pizza. Gotta be turning it off.
The top end of South Australia and the bottom end of the Northern Territory near Alice Springs. Hmm.
Sorry, hang on.
Nullarbor is another one I wouldn't go to either.
Motorola.
You got
Oh,
that right.
Sorry, Dom. We're back in the house after we're de-icing now. Frosting.
Mm.
And
Well,
to turn
how's
off
the
my light.
temperature where you are, Chuck?
39 is dropping.
Yep.
Oh, wow. It's 45 here and going down tonight.
My glasses fogged up when I came in the house because I'm not wearing my contacts, so I'm all fogged up because the glasses are cold enough they reach the dew point of the air inside.
Yep. And the other thing about coming to Australia is the seasons are reversed.
This
That's the other one.
Lori heard September is good.
Late September, early October.
Yeah, that's like your spring.
Yeah, but spring gets strange in each state. So
Strange.
yeah, so if you're in
How so?
Melbourne in October, you could have the heater on, you could have a big thick jacket, and then 5 minutes later you'll be roasting. So it's 4 seasons in one day, or almost 4 seasons in 1 hour.
It sounds like everywhere I go, Jude.
You get to a point where you'll be wearing a thick jacket and you think, why did I bring the jacket? And then 5 minutes later, it's freezing. And then 10 minutes later, you're on the beach.
I think.
Uh,
Uh-oh. Turn that off. Shit. Whoa. That's
What
fire.
happened?
You should see me light my grill. Just like the gas came on way before the igniter did. And I was like, whoa. I still have my eyebrows though.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. It would have been good on camera. Sorry.
Yeah, it could have been. You could have had a good short there.
Yeah, a very short, crispy short.
Yeah.
I'm doing steak.
Nice.
Yeah. Steak on the Barbie.
Take on the Barbie.
Yep.
See? I'm practicing. Okay. And Lori's going to give me some supplies for some other stuff. Let's see. We have,
Yeah,
what do
that's
we have?
right.
We have tenderloin. We have asparagus. We have.
Hey, Chuck,
Grab me a couple. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to pick on you. It's 69 here.
That's okay. You're going to be below sea level in a couple years, so I'd rather be here.
No, I won't.
I'll have beachfront in a few years, and you'll be like Atlantis.
Nah, won't be that bad.
It's not going to take long the way things are melting now.
It won't matter. I'm
Say
at
my
like
house-
30. I'm at like 30 plus feet of elevation. So even if it all melts, I'm still above sea level.
Oh, you have like this little island of like your house, little island around it. Get your boat to
No,
go
I'll be beachfront property. Then that's fine.
front. Yeah. Sorry, I'm talking to Lori. Whatever. You have to wrap them in something then.
14 and a half. Thank
The other one for now.
you, Mark.
Anyway.
I would 14 and a
Yeah,
half
you
barely make
guys-
it from Melbourne to Sydney.
Florida is getting into convertible season now. It's nice and comfortable there. I think that's the
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah, it is.
That's
Right?
September,
This is like
September,
my
October
buddy.
here.
Yeah, my buddy moved down from here to
Depends on which part of
Northern-
Florida, though.
he's in northern Florida.
How far north?
Oh crap. Not Tallahassee, but what's just south of Tallahassee where there's a lot of like
Okay. Yeah, they'll be cooler. That part.
but he really starts he always tells me like now is the time when he starts to drive the C5 around, takes the top and puts it in the back and stuff.
Yeah. Until after
know.
about Thanksgiving. Early
Yeah.
December. And Thanksgiving, early December, it starts cooling off to where it's in the high 60s for the highs. Northern Florida, you can tell that it's winter.
Sure.
Mm.
Sure, he'll be rubbing it in a few weeks when there's like snow here, and he'll be rolling
yeah.
around in his.
Yeah,
And
for
we're-
sure.
We're roughly 60 at the moment.
You can drive the vet
Well,
around
how
year
many-
round. So
He'll ask me how many miles are on my Corvette, and I'll tell him. He's like, he'll have double, and then like
it's safe to take my sunshade out of my vehicles now. I don't have to worry about
Oh,
them like
right.
melting down parked in the sun.
Oh shit! I know it gets volcano hot there. The humidity is really the worst part of Florida, like in August. And stuff.
No. I need
You
to
don't think
correct
so?
it. I
We
need
get
to
those in-
correct
we
I
get
need
those
to
around
correct this
now.
from all you people who are not from Florida. Yes, the humidity's high. That I'll grant you. But it's an entirely different world if you're within 5 miles of the coast.
Mm.
5 miles of the coast versus the rest of Florida is night and day difference. Because of
Oh,
because of the trade breeze.
I'm talking central, of course, right? 'Cause we go
Oh,
down
of
to
course,
Atlanta.
which is what when everybody gives me that answer, they go, "Oh, Orlando." Orlando is not the real Florida.
Semi Orlando, like that's where the last
Yeah.
time Lori and I went to Florida in August, it was to visit the feed the rat, as you guys would say in Florida. So
You could
Now, do you guys
scoop,
call it
you
eating
could take a
rat?
glass with you, an empty glass, get off the airplane at the Orlando airport, and get a drink of water from the air. Yes, that's what Central Florida is like. It is not like that at the coast.
yeah.
Which is why everybody in Orlando goes over to Cocoa Beach on the weekends.
Mm.
How my grill's doing since it's only 30 something degrees, it might take a little longer to heat up.
Hmm.
How we doing? Where are we at? We're at about 100 degrees.
The
We're
weather was
getting there.
crappy today. It was cloudy, gray, dreary, and just a really fine mist all day long.
Oh, look at that. My Mavic 3 battery's charged.
Yeah.
I gotta get my new Mavic 3
Okay.
set up. Finally.
Mine
So-
are all charged, all 5 of them. So are all 5 of my Avada batteries.
Oh, yeah. I think what Lori, we have 5 Avada batteries between the two of us. And then I have 4 Mavic 3 batteries. Didn't somebody just release a multi-battery charger that looks about the same size as that crappy brick they give you with the Flymore, but it charges all 3 batteries at the same time? Didn't somebody just release something like that?
There's probably one out there for the Avada.
No, for Mavic 3 series.
Oh
stuff,
yeah,
because
YX. I have it. I have it.
Yeah.
It'll do it in 90 minutes. It'll charge it in 90 minutes.
all 3 batteries, right?
All 3 batteries simultaneously.
You know,
It's not expensive. It's only like $70 or something like that. Not even that.
And-
I think it's like $56 or something.
plug it into the 12 volt, like the old what we called cigarette lighter adapter back in the day. And
You won't get it off of that. That's for sure.
Not enough ampacity, is there?
High volt.
That's why I carried EcoFlow
You need a
River
12
Pro
volt.
with me.
Go flow,
You need to
like an inverter.
rewire it 12 volts.
So I can charge. It's got 3 110 outlets on it.
You do have an inverter.
Yeah, it's got it built in.
So it's a battery pack with an inverter.
Yeah. You've never
Hmm.
heard of the
Yeah, but
EcoFlows? Go look up EcoFlow.
Yeah, EcoFlow's
Yes.
great.
I
They're
can carry
great.
that on a plane, but
What's
you can't carry
that?
it on a plane.
No,
Too
you
big,
can't.
you can't.
I mean, you could. It's heavy. You'd have to take it
Wow.
and put it in the
No.
overhead. But it is a big. No, they wouldn't let
No,
you carry it on a plane because it's over 100 watt hours.
100, yeah.
right. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem with it.
Yeah, yeah.
For my use case, I mean, locally it'd be great, like flying around, like if I'm driving somewhere.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
I do. That's why I have
Yeah,
one.
I usually bring the DJI 12-volt charger so I can just like if I use a couple of packs, I can top off one while I'm driving somewhere else.
Mm.
Like when we're in
And
a
we have these things called hurricanes, so it's nice to have one of those things around.
Yeah.
oh, I'm sure.
Dual
Actually,
use.
we have a full-on natural gas generator on this house. Does the whole thing.
Must be nice. I don't think there's any place in Florida that has natural gas, or very few.
Trying to wean everybody off of natural gas, which is
And
really
if you get
annoying.
propane, and if you get propane for the stupid generator, the problem with that is because my neighbor's got one. Well, you're going to run out of propane in about 3 days, and it's going to take you about 3 months before they can come fill it up again. If it's
But I don't
from a
know if like
hurricane.
even so though, can you even like can you get does your natural gas service stop if there's a hurricane or something? I mean, with a storm, do you still have
No.
sometimes you lose that stuff?
But there aren't many places in Florida that have natural gas just because the ground's freaking sand.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here in the Northeast,
With all the sinkholes in central and west, the damn pipe would probably break
that's not good.
because of the sand and the sinkholes.
Yeah,
So yeah, not a lot of natural gas running around.
not good. But I mean, here in the Northeast, where we do have pretty cold winters, I mean, electric's
Yeah.
great. Electric's great, but you can't get the temperature rise out of it. So, like, if you want to keep a house at 70 degrees, I mean, you kind of need gas heat in order to get that discharge air temp to be up around 100. That's where you want it to be. And you can't do that with a heat pump. You only get a 30-degree rise.
Mm.
So I guess you could maintain
Which is
it.
great in Florida. They work fine.
Yeah, of course.
Not up there.
You guys get down to 30 though, then it becomes a struggle.
Nah, it's not too bad. It's been freezing here in Daytona a few times.
I've been in like Titusville in the wintertime with my grandfather back, God rest his soul. And like his place when it was like 30. I remember once we flew down, it was 32 degrees here in Syracuse, hopped on a plane, didn't bring my winter coat or anything because I'm an idiot. It was 31 when I got down there. I'm like, what the hell? I just spent 4 hours on a plane to give up a degree. That was worth it. Anyway,
Definitely.
it was, well, it's December. It's coldest there, like it's coldest here. But that was a little brisk in there. The heat pump was, and remember this is a heat pump back in like the 80s. So they weren't as
Yeah. I
cold.
got it.
So they are much more capable now than they were.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, it was cold. It was like and my
Yeah.
sweat on and everything, electric blanket. And I'm okay with cold, but when I go to Florida, I expected a little
1976, it snowed in Orlando. My dad was there.
really.
Yeah, he was doing a Navy thing there, some training thing there, and it literally snowed while he was there. Didn't stick, but in the air.
The other thing that always made me jealous of Florida was when we get down to Central Florida, the undersides of all the vehicles were like you could eat off of them. They were so shiny and still clean and stuff. And up here, everything gets destroyed from the road salt. Your stuff all rusts from the top down.
Yeah,
But,
you know why? Because of the salt air.
David,
Air, it's actually worse. It's kind of worse because like
It is. I have to wash my vehicles a lot.
yeah, it tears up all the welds and everything, and it gets inside the panels, and it gets everywhere. And like at least like when it's just road salt, it kind of gets to the wheel wells and the lower stuff, and like you can flush it out more readily.
Let's just say if you have metal things outdoors, fans, furniture, things like that, you need to make sure it's aluminum Because if it's
Aluminum.
iron, if it's got any iron in it at all, it will rust fast because of the salt air.
Yeah.
Hey, David, Birdman.
Evening.
Is he in?
Birdman, is he flying?
Yeah.
Have you
Very
flown
bad.
recently, Birdman?
What?
Have you
Very
flown
bad.
recently?
I don't fly.
Oh, you're a flightless bird. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kiwi. Barkley.
Well, he's kind of a lot like the sandhill cranes down here. They do more walking than flying.
Wait, do that in a few minutes. Sorry, I'm trying to be a short order cook here in a way.
What are you cooking?
Food.
Gonna just threw a steak on the Barbie.
Steak on the barbie.
Since
And what's
Um,
Barbie done
so-
to be hit with a steak?
all strapped yet, huh?
Is Lori jealous of Barbie?
I don't
Well,
think so.
Are you sure if she's getting whacked with your steak?
No, I don't think there's any.
I don't think he was talking about a barbecue.
Yeah.
We're talking about the Barbie doll.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys see that movie? Did you guys go see Barbie in the theater?
No.
No.
Haven't seen it yet.
Just so you're aware, Paul, you've not linked the Zoom in your chat.
And Barkley, 107 drones is grey
I
as
tell you
well.
what,
They're
Yeah.
going to do the.
you can lead a horse to water, but you can't teach him any new tricks.
Well, we try.
Just take
You
two
do not.
analogies and completely botch them.
I
Yeah.
know, really, right? I was thinking the same thing, but I wasn't gonna say anything. Yeah, I thought you couldn't teach the horse to drink when you got it to water, but hey, whatever. Wow, now we have radio silence.
I'm
Yeah.
playing Uncrash today instead of Liftoff.
Uh,
And
that?
we're done.
I actually
Doing
kind of
Liftoff?
like it. It's kind of nice.
it's getting to be time for me to see if I can fire up Steam and fire up Flight Sim and get the old flight control stuff out from the big plane.
Liftoff
Yeah,
works
but-
great. Uncrashed, I'm telling you, I'm
Well,
flying.
we've got
Today was the first day I've flown an
Matt wants to
Uncrashed. I
do it
like
again.
Uncrashed too.
because Matt and Mel might do some flight sim as well.
I like Flight Sim. It's been a while. I like the fly inverted just because you can't die when you do it.
You can't.
No, it's virtual. So like if I crash a virtual aircraft, I don't really die. But if I wouldn't fly inverted in like a Cessna in real life. But I can sure as hell do it in Flight Sim.
I don't know if a Cessna can. I don't know if it's get the fuel pumps. Some
maybe it
planes
wasn't-
can, some planes can't.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't a Cessna. Probably starve it of oil, probably burn up.
Yeah, the engine and fuel pumps and oil pumps all have to
Gravity fed, right? To some extent.
mm-hmm.
It probably would not end well.
Well, a Cessna, you probably could barrel roll it if you were a good enough pilot. But just
Yeah.
not stay inverted for a long period of time.
Nice. Pull a Tom Cruise.
Oh, just a little update for all those that was with Laura earlier. Well,
Yeah.
she built Tower of London. She got to the very last piece and snapped it.
Oh no!
Very sorry to hear that.
Talking about in real life, Mark, or are you talking about in flight?
Now the
sim?
Tower of London is dog on.
Wait, I thought she was working on Tower Bridge. Now she's in Tower of London.
Yeah, Tower Bridge, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Tower Bridge and Tower of London are two different things. Last time I checked.
I thought Tower of London was part of Tower Bridge.
Yeah, right.
I don't think
You
so.
think
Well, it's
that-
not Tower Bridge.
I walk across Tower Bridge from one side of the Thames to the other towards Tower of London. I don't think I end up right at the doorstep of Tower of London, if I recall.
That better, Mark? No,
Did we?
Mark, I said, did you do that in real life or are you talking about flight sim?
Who was it? Somebody was talking about a guy who flew a jet,
Tower Bridge, yeah.
military jet, underneath
Tower of
Tower Bridge.
London is the jail. Yeah, is the jail. That's right.
What were you saying,
Yeah.
Chuck?
Like
Yes,
crows
they
are.
link
Where the jewels are, right?
links to the Tower Hamlets over to Southwark near the Tower of London, which is part of the same structure. The Tower of London is where I think they used to hang people.
Yeah, and that's where all those black ravens live.
Yes.
I didn't
Although-
really worry. Didn't worry about
London
going to a
Bridge
tower.
and Tower Bridge are two different things. Yeah.
Well, here's something for you. Last year, one of the Ravens didn't return.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
They said that it was a bad sign for the monarchy, and everyone was like, "Oh, poppycock, superstitious nonsense." And guess what? The Queen
Queen
died.
died.
The coincidence.
Yeah, it's just a coincidence.
Well,
It is. Coincidence.
You say that, but
She was
every
freaking
time.
ancient. How do you think people are gonna stand the side of the dirt? Can't like she's like 90.
Yeah, but her mum died at 102.
Pretty good run.
Exactly. She was 96.
Yeah, she had another good 8 years left.
Just never know, man. There are no promises. There are no promises. Never know.
And all the rich people just end up in an island and live forever. They fake their deaths.
About
Or
that
working
shit.
in the chippy in Birmingham.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounds a little sketchy to me.
Well, I got my tinfoil hat on. What do you expect?
Oh, I should put mine on. I can put mine on.
Yeah, get your tinfoil hat out.
Well, I'm kind of cooking, but I have tinfoil on the grill, but I have it on my head too.
He's gonna fucking burn his head.
Nice.
You're gonna hear him in a
Well-
minute. Oh fuck, that's hot.
I should have kept it on my grill. The gas came on way before the igniter hit, and it was like whoop,
Oops.
That will happen.
got a little dicey. Still have my eyebrows though. It's okay.
Yeah, you don't need your eyebrows.
They're overrated. I know. They're optional.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm chasing drift cars.
All we can
You-
say is that once you lose your eyebrows, we're not responsible for any Mickey taking you have.
Right. That'd be like in the movie Pink Floyd The Wall with Bob Geldof,
Yep.
who he shaved his eyebrows off. It was pretty freaky looking. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. Parmesan cheese on the asparagus.
Mark, I was asking if you did that in real life with that Cessna, or if that was Flight Simulator you were talking about.
It was flight sim. I don't think Mark did that in real life. Maybe he did.
Hey,
Well,
Max
that's what I'm
here flies
asking.
that RC plane of his upside down. So
I'll tell you, my grandpa used to fly Cessnas and Moonies, and he would do some crazy shit in them things.
That's badass.
And he also
That-
flew the C-130s for the putting fires out. Big
Cargo planes?
C-130s. Yeah, the
Oh,
big
yeah.
ones that they'd come down, scoop the water up. I think it was a C-130 that they would use to come down in the like big lakes and oceans, and they'd scoop up water to dump it on the forest fires.
Yep.
I could be wrong. Could be a different plane, but he used to
no, the
fly those as well.
C-130 doesn't scoop it. The choppers will.
No, it's
No, there's a big cargo plane that they use that they actually skim the water and scoop up water. and then
Ah,
put it
yeah,
off
I
of it.
suppose that's true. Now that
I
you
just
say
don't
it.
know
Bombardier
if that's a-
Kennedy. I think's the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's similar. It kind of looks like a C-130 kind of cargo plane. My grandpa used to fly those back in the day too, though.
Hey, can I blame you guys for interrupting me as to why I'm crashing in the simulator?
Yeah.
Now,
No.
Anything.
Well, if you used OBS,
Well,
we could
aren't
just
you
watch
just
you
a
on your
nice
little
one?
box.
We're not responsible, but you can go ahead and blame us.
Okay.
Oh
Then-
man, that B-21
But it
Raider looks
really
so
I'll blame you guys
badass.
for me being a lousy pilot.
Not a problem. That's what the point of the simulator is. So you can be better when you actually take the real bird out and don't like turn it into like a
You
jigsaw
know what's
puzzle.
interesting? This one actually feels a little more realistic than Liftoff.
Oh, Mark said he actually did it in real life. They did it for a charity.
Okay. Well done then.
Dude, that's impressive. Really?
That's impressive then. Yep.
He said I did it for charity with the pilot in the seat next to me, just in case. So he there was an experienced pilot next to him to take over just in case.
And what did he do in the Cessna?
He said that he did the inverting with it. They
Oh.
flew it inverted for charity thing.
Cool.
Sounds did the inverting.
My grandpa used to fly his Mooney. He had a really badass 4-seater Mooney. That this thing was like the
Overall
Cadillac
thing?
of small planes.
you don't want to do Moonies.
And he used to fly. He used to buzz my mom's house, and I'm talking when he would buzz my mom's house, he was like 20 feet from a roof. And he would come in just screaming at like 200-300 miles an hour and just buzz her house. And it would just shake the whole house. He used to do it all the time back when I was younger. He would
I
fly
don't
in.
know the Cessnas go faster at about 150, 160, 170.
The Mooney he had a couple Moonies and a couple Cessnas, but the Moonies, like I said, those are like the Cadillacs of small planes. Those are very nice planes. His was very nice inside. Had a really nice paint job and everything.
152 or 172 probably.
All right. On the last flip.
I did a Mooney once. Everybody behind me was throwing up.
Who did you moon?
Everyone.
Moon River.
Nothing beats doing a good Mooney.
Mm.
Oh, it looks
Oh,
like
you
2
said
days
movie.
ago.
Instead of movie.
What
Mooney.
happened?
You know, though, the question is, how do you tell if a bird is mooning? His head and his butt look the same, don't they?
You don't
Good
have
thing.
butts, you have underfluffies.
Under fluffies?
That in the bird world, that's what we call them. We don't call them bird butts. We call them underfluffies.
Under fluffies. Okay.
Okay.
2 days ago at 6:51 a.m. at Edwards Air Force Base, they took the B-21 Raider out for its first
Yup.
official test flight.
Yup.
Seen it.
That's it.
God, that was
Hey.
badass, dude. 6th generation bomber.
Hey, Timbo.
Evening,
I
Tim.
just came in to say that 107 drones is great.
Yeah,
By the way, you
I've
got a
said it
like for
twice.
me, Tim.
I've said it twice.
Put on it.
Oh, not a Cessna. It was I was talking about my grandpa's Mooney.
He
Those
mooned.
are a lot. Those are faster than a Cessna. Let me
Would you
look
shoot
and see
that
what
little short video with there,
Let
Tim?
me see.
Which one?
Today. They posted today.
The Marina?
Yeah.
It only came out 360p though. Shit.
What'd you shoot it with?
With my phone.
Ah.
Like shit.
Let me see. Yeah, so I was a little off. They get up to like 230 mile an hour. But I said 200 to 300 because I wasn't sure. But his Mooney, like I said, my grandpa's Mooney was all decked out though. Or what's 242 knots? What's that in miles per hour? 100.
We're not calling you old. We're just saying you're old.
You
Who?
know, when you're chasing a car,
it's
it's probably
right,
not good to
because
fly into it.
Because Paul hasn't given him the wrench to make him blue.
Okay, that's
Oh.
miles per hour. Not
107
7
drones.
drones.
Sparky.
107.
Yeah, there's
Make
Sparky.
him blue, please.
Let's all say it again.
Make him blue, please.
There you go.
Done.
Barkley?
If you don't want to give him a spanner, give him a screwdriver.
Yeah.
You're in, Barkley.
It's done.
Now you can type.
Another 3 years.
278 miles an hour is 242 knots.
There
Ah,
you go.
Mark typed it in exactly the same time as I said it.
Well, I know where we used to go from my grandpa's to my mom's was a 4.5 hour drive and only took 45 minutes on his plane. Because we used to fly all the time back and forth from Kingman, Arizona to Daggett Airport in Southern California.
This shit
About a
is moving.
4 to 5 hour drive depending on traffic. We'd do it 45 minutes in this plane.
Gaggett
he had a-
Airport is that where they invented the air sick bags? Gaggett?
No, Daggett with a D, not a G.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it's getting worse.
It's a little small airport, but it's also shared with I think it's the Air National Guard has a part of the airport. They have a bunch of helicopters and shit there that they fly out of there. I think it's the Air National Guard. I knew a couple guys that flew out of there that flew helicopters. They're around my age.
What the fuck? Jim Droning's a comment. I can't reply to it. What's up with that?
When you click on the notification, does it take you to the video and then it's not there?
It's there. Hold on.
Or it's it's probably just glitching out on you.
He's the only comment I can't comment on.
Hmm.
He asked me if
Yeah,
it was
see,
the
my-
iPhone. I don't do Apple.
Yeah, my grandpa's Mooney, you had to climb up on the wing to
Get
get
in.
into it. He actually had that huge wide like 2-foot grip tape that went along the top of the wing
Hmm.
where you would step up on the wing to get in.
You know that short I put out, Justin?
Yeah.
Mike put on their Optimus Prime penis extension.
I didn't even look. Hold on, I gotta go look at that because I don't even know what you uploaded. I never went and looked at it. Hold on.
You Oh, that's hilarious. Only Mike.
Oh, it was the crane at your. That was the cement truck, right? Or the
Yeah.
cement pump.
Yeah.
truck?
Yeah. The pump. That was probably the first week of them doing the
There you go, I
basement.
just commented.
But now it's fully done, except some pylon pours.
I just commented on it for you.
Oh Lord, here we go. Knowing you, I don't see your comment.
Hit newest.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't all show up unless you click newest comment.
Where do I click on newest? Knowing you, dick. He put gay.
Short
Yeah.
and simple.
Yep. That's what she said.
Yeah.
All right. I might take down that other video and see if I can redo it in like 1080 or something. Don't know. How would I change that?
Yeah, and Joe was complaining about he's having freaking chest pains again already
Yeah.
last night. Yeah, 'cause remember we told him to go to the
Oh,
hospital?
yeah,
again?
yeah. Yeah, he said he's going, what's the
Did
name?
he go to the hospital again?
Well,
He was
we were
saying
telling.
that this morning. He was saying that this morning on Johnny's show too.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
He actually said it on Paul's show as well.
Joe,
Captain Joe.
He just posted a video a couple minutes ago with his Zabata, so
yeah, 'cause we were telling him don't wait this time. Go ahead and just go and get it looked at.
well,
'Cause
he's got well morning. He just had a few chest pains, but they said you could probably get them for a little while after the operation, right? So
Still wouldn't wait though.
I'd at least go check with the doctor because he seemed like he was pretty concerned about it yesterday.
Fucking hell. I can't change it.
well, what he said was on my show is that the chest pains came back last night when he was walking back to his car in the rain.
Mm.
Yeah.
And that's not good. Getting them when you're exercising.
So I heard the London Bridge fell down. Is that
Yeah,
true?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
She crushed
London
it.
Bridge is falling down, falling down. All right. Don't everybody talk at once. Hey, during shots, Waypoint, Mark.
I was just
107.
reading a message that Laura sent me.
I'm
Yeah,
uploading
the
shorts,
AI.
and we were waiting for your words of wisdom, Tim.
The
Yeah.
AI thing. Yeah, Laura sent
Yeah.
that to me. Yeah, she gets bored, you know.
Special little self.
Yeah, special little somebody.
You
It
know,
won't
one
let
thing
me
that could
change
get
that.
really weird with FPV.
What, flying it correctly?
Oh yeah, that too. But when when you have your camera at a pretty high angle, left is not left and right is not right.
Oh,
Mm-mm. That's true.
When you yaw, you might not be you might be yawing and tilting at the same time because of the tilt of the drone. So you gotta learn to you gotta learn to use both fingers
That's what
constantly.
she said. Sorry.
Well, you got to
No.
use your thumb.
You
with-
know, if you got a really good finger, you only need one, Tim.
That's true. It's got to be like that. Then it works the best.
Yeah, when
You gotta
ain't got
use
no
two, you're not
fingertips.
doing it right.
I use my
It's easy.
pinky.
Feels good for Tim because he doesn't have no fingernails and cut off the tips of his fingers.
Wait a minute. How would you know that it feels?
I was
Gay.
just going with the
Gay.
dude. I was just going by what the guy told me the other day.
Gay. So Paul, I never
Well, it
went
wasn't
back to
to
sleep,
demean
so I
yourself
took the
like
day
that.
off. I took the day off. What'd you
Oh,
say,
did ya?
Justin?
Yeah,
That's
because
what
you said you were having trouble sleeping.
Yeah, I couldn't get back to. So
Dude,
I'm
I
not
didn't
going to go
sleep
on
at
a
all
job.
last night.
I'm not going to go on a job site. Tired, fucked up.
Yeah, I didn't sleep at all last night either. Fucking, if I'm sitting up, I'm fine. But the minute I lay down, I'd start coughing real bad. And I couldn't sleep. I got maybe 2 hours if I was lucky last night.
I'm fine breathing, ain't no problem. It's just fucking getting back to sleep. And old age crap. They never told me about this in school.
yeah, exactly. I agree with that.
Jody said, Tim, look at that link.
Okay, bro. Give me a minute. Oh, slice off another fucking finger.
Mhm.
What's this?
All I got to say is, damn,
Oh,
trying
God.
to chase these cars around is fucking gonna make you work really hard on your FPV flying.
Oh my God, Jody, don't send me shit like that. Oh,
Hi.
click on the link down. Wow,
I did. That's why I said no.
Jesus. Oh, I wish I was young again.
But we all,
Oh, yes.
How does she have that amount of energy?
She's
Well,
young.
first of all, it doesn't matter how old you are if you have money.
Yep. Money is
That's
the
true,
great
Mark.
equalizer when it comes to women.
That's true, Mark. We're older than the teachers. We're teaching them. Yep. What were they in their 30s and late 30s?
Mm.
Shit, all my teachers were in their 50s and 60s when I was in high school. We had one young hot teacher, and that was it.
Yeah.
And you
All
went
the
to
rest
the
of
old
them are all
folks home?
old.
You went to the old folks home for school?
No, but like all my teachers just happened to be like getting to that retirement age when I was in high school. And there was a couple of new ones that came in that were filling, the ones that were retiring. One was a young guy, and then there was a young girl that was
Because
really
of the way
hot. She was
tenure
in-
works in the teachers' unions.
Well,
She was
my
in
history
her
teacher
early-
was
Once they
my
hit
history
tenure,
te-
the schools can't get rid of them. So
my history
Mm.
teacher was about 60, and she went through the Germany thing. And she said she remembers when there was tanks coming down the main street by her house, everything. It was awesome just to conversate with her. It was awesome.
I mean, that's
Can't
not
remember
unsurprising when
fucking
you were
name.
in high school in the 50s. I mean, the war wasn't that
Okay.
far.
Heck, it did. I can't remember her fucking name. She was a German. Oh, she was really pretty too.
German women.
What
They're
was
good
her-
card players.
Oh man, it was great. If she was doing an exam or whatever, you just start her off with one line, and she would take the whole class and tell you a history about what happened. Just bring up the war. She knew everything.
I
Don't
used to
mention
do
the war.
that.
Don't
My
mention the
football,
war.
my football coach was a history teacher, and I was a history nut because my dad was in the military too. And I used to make him take up the entire fucking period just talking about things. I'd mention one thing, and he and I'd be off, and the rest, everybody else in the class was like, "Great, can you keep him occupied? Just makes class go faster."
I made it my point when because I was sort of a history buff, but I made it my point to go to every one of the Civil War battlegrounds, every one of them. I started out at Antietam,
Mm-hmm.
but
Yep.
that was awesome. That was awesome.
Yeah, see, when I was in high school, we had two new teachers come in when I was in 11th grade. One of them was a football coach. He was probably mid-20s. And then we had our history teacher that came in who was really hot, and she was probably late 20s, early 30s. But all the rest of our teachers were all like in their 60s and shit. Like 3 of my teachers passed away within 5 years after I was out of school.
Damn, that.
And one
you
of them
did
I was
something-
really close with. He was my woodshop teacher.
You did something wrong with them good people. No,
Yeah,
just
and
kidding.
after 10 years, they get what's called tenure, and the schools can't get rid of them.
Mm-hmm. They're
It's the
locked
way the
in.
teachers union thing works. My dad was a teacher.
Our football coach at the high school actually played in the NFL for 15 years or 10 years. And I think every school in New Jersey tried to get him. But yeah, he was good.
Mm.
He
Sounds
played
great.
with Ron Jaworski. So everybody knows who Ron Jaworski is.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Mm-hmm. He had a country club in southern Jersey. My dad used to go every weekend there. He took us along for lunch.
They had a hard time with quarterbacks after he wasn't the quarterback anymore
Yep. Yeah, they did.
for a
He
long
was probably
time
one of the best. He was one of the best.
until they got, I think, what was it, Cunningham or Vic? I don't remember
No,
who came
Cunningham was
first.
later. Cunningham was later.
Okay,
who
so it was
the one-
Vic first.
Right. Yep. Vic. Cunningham was all right. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, he was. He did. He was a good quarterback. I mean, he did a lot with his legs, but the boy could throw too.
Yeah. Who was the coach? The heavy set.
Leave the heating on.
Reed, Andy Reid. Andy
Andy
Reid, who
Reid. He-
coaches the Chiefs now.
Right. Right. That's what I was going to say. I was like, holy crap! I saw one of the games, and fuck, he's still there. Yeah. Big change to NFL nowadays.
Yeah, did you hear Texas A&M fired their coach, but he got a $77 million severance package?
Yeah, you told me earlier.
Right.
They're gonna pay him 7 point something million a year till 2030 something.
Yeah, because he was supposed to originally, when he signed his contract, it was 95 million for like
Mm.
7 years, but they settled on 77.
What's his fucking thing?
Interesting, Barkley.
Oh, there it is.
The good news is the bridge is fixable.
That is true, Mark. Tim is old.
The London Bridge is
Good.
fixable? Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good thing
are there even any spare parts around? That thing's pretty
What-
old. I can't believe
what
there'd
did
be
Mark
spare
say?
parts around for it.
Well, luckily, in this day and age, we have 3D printers.
Oh, great.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's true.
We'll 3D print the part.
I don't know if I'd want a 3D printed bridge.
That makes you wonder, Tim. I wonder how many of your teachers are actually still alive.
Mm, yeah.
You know, because like I lost 3 or 4, like I said, within 5 years after I was out of school.
I can
Must-
message
I
a
must
friend
check
and-
out.
White or brown.
Been 37 years. So I must
I'm sure
check
there's
out.
still, I'm sure there's still a couple there, probably.
Be right
in the
back.
80s, 70s,
Might be.
80s, 90s.
70s and 80s. yeah.
AFK.
Yeah.
Might be. I don't know. Fuck, I'm trying to find out what Jaworski's place that he owns. Valley Brook Country Club. That's it in Blackwood.
My uncle just retired as a teacher a few years back. and
Funny how those sports guys
30 years.
always end up having restaurants.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, his last year was '89.
it happens
so
down here as well.
I remember him playing for the Philadelphia Eagles when I was younger.
And you know where one of the Michael Jordan steakhouses is?
Or
It's in
Where?
Penn Station in New York.
Okay.
Penn Station. That's fucking
Yeah,
huge.
In
but
New
what
York
sucks,
City.
though,
You would have thought that his restaurants all would have been Chicago. No,
Yeah.
well, he's got one in Chicago too. He's got one at the train station in Chicago.
yeah, but what
Yeah.
sucks is you'll never see those people there. They just slap their name on the building.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's still their money that's investing and it's running the place. So
Over here, if you have a rugby store, they're there at the restaurant every day.
Some of our
Uh,
players actually build golf courses for some strange
Yeah.
reason.
Well, I went to Alfie Langer's restaurant, and he was
Mm.
there, and he gave me like 5 or 6 free vouchers. So I
We've
brought
got
people to work, and he
2
gave
of
us our
them.
own table. He gave us our own table.
Yeah, 2 current players in the AFL have restaurants.
Hmm
I mean, a golf course, I think, is a better investment than a restaurant is.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Well, I'm only talking about from an Australian point of view.
Well, I
Most of
think,
them,
I think if you're big enough superstar, shoes is the best way to go. You just get your name on them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Hey,
Well,
Tilly,
what I'm saying is restaurants have a high failure rate, extremely high failure rate, like 95%.
You don't think golf courses
Where-
don't?
Well, no, but I'm
Right.
saying think about the clientele. If you build a really nice upscale golf course,
Yeah, you know how much that costs?
Yeah, building a golf course.
Look at
Yeah, but I'm
look
saying
at
like-
Greg
like
Norman.
about
And then
$4
to
million
and
a
then to
hole.
run it and the maintenance costs to run it and all the environmentalists that are chasing your ass down all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Look at
I'm
Greg.
saying if
Look
you
at
just had to
look at
compare
Greg.
the two.
Look at Greg.
You know, the
Norman.
problem
He
with that
designs them.
is there's an awful
He
lot of good
designs them.
golf courses. So who the hell needs another one?
You hear me, Rod? Greg
again?
Norman. He designs the golf courses. Greg
Yeah,
Norman,
yeah.
the Shark.
But
Max.
unless you're Norman or Jack Nicklaus or you know some of those guys,
Yeah. Oh,
good
fucking
good
watching
luck
Jack
with a
Nicklaus.
good luck with the golf course. That's all I got to say.
Watching him play.
He just
Holy-
has anti-golf course sentiment because he lives in Florida.
No,
Because there's a golf
it's
course
not.
every 2 miles here.
Didn't Greg Norman have like a over here in Queensland or something? He had one of his houses on the golf course.
Yeah. Well, he built Sanctuary Lakes down in Victoria.
And he designed Coolum.
Mm. Yeah, I
And
know.
that
'cause
rate-
I
you know
know-
what golf
I know
course
two-
do well in Florida?
I know
The ones that are
two
part
golf
of
courses.
golfing
here.
communities, not standalone golf courses.
Well, how is Tiger I Beat My Wife Woods? How's he going now? Is he back in it or what?
No, you still have
Really?
apparently.
He's still having issues with that foot.
Yeah.
Well, he got drunk and fucking ran into off the road.
yeah,
by
you
his
don't
house.
hear anything about him, do you?
No.
He's
Oh,
still
no.
healed. He's still healing. That's why you don't hear anything about him. He's been going to tournaments with his son.
Yeah, he's got his son playing now.
Yeah.
Fuck, he probably
But
Charlie's
he's
pretty good.
I heard
Charlie's
he's
pretty
also
good.
living high in the hog off of residuals. So.
I go.
Oh, I'm sure.
always had. Always had.
I mean, come on, the guy's got money, so why not?
You know what pissed me off is speaking of football players.
Why do football players piss you off? I want to know.
No, I'm saying that one football player in
Because they're bigger
Vegas.
than him.
They always
Oh,
tackle him.
mhm.
Yeah, they always tackle him.
Are you guys
They
done?
play defense.
Yeah,
They
we're
play
done. Go
defense.
ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Go
I
ahead.
was saying, I hate. It pissed me off when I heard about that football player a couple of years back in Las Vegas that killed that innocent girl because he was driving drunk in his Corvette
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
crashed into her, and he
Holy
only
shit.
got like
Yep.
6 years, dude, for that.
Yeah,
Really?
that was that. Was he a cornerback?
girl burned alive in her
He
car.
was a defensive guy.
Yeah, for when the Raiders first
the
moved to
Raiders.
Vegas.
Yeah.
Man,
Holy
he was
shit.
doing like, dude, he was doing like over 150 in this Corvette, dude, and smashed into her car. And then the poor girl got stuck in the car, and by the and she was screaming for help to get out, and she burned alive. And by the time the fire department them got there, dude, she was already gone. The car was completely burnt.
What, he had a fucking Corvette X1 or something?
He was drunk and he was doing over 150.
Oh, it could have been a BMW, Ferrari, any of those.
But
I
you
thought
could
Justin
see
just got mad because he had to play offense.
no, and the car was going so fast, dude. It was just a blur in the security camera.
That's a shame, though. Fucking asshole.
Yeah, he was an idiot.
Definitely. 6
I
years.
just felt bad for that poor girl, man.
Yeah.
6 years.
And her dog burnt up in the car too, which was even worse.
Mm.
We had a crash at Roadworks.
Yeah, this is more sense.
Well, it happened on a Friday. I worked there
no,
Monday.
that's too much.
They told me what happened. A cement truck, fully loaded cement truck. There was 3 cars stopped. Cement truck went plowed right into them, killed the 2 twins in the back seat, and the guy only got like 8 years. That was shit. Crap. You could commit murder and fucking anyway.
You can commit a robbery in a shop and get money.
So Chuck was asking earlier, like the size of Australia compared to America.
Yep.
So Australia's not that small.
No.
Right,
I'm
there.
sorry. We're not having that. I've seen
Right
it on
there.
a globe. You're smaller than the UK.
Ah, shut up. Pack it in.
Globes don't lie.
Go and make a crumpet. Yeah, Australia's not that small. People think it is, but no.
It does puzzle me why they always make it look so small on a globe.
Yeah.
Is that really because the Earth is flat and they don't, by making it round, they can't fit it in?
Oh, don't get me to start.
I'm gonna send you a couple of comparisons, Tim. You can share them.
Here you go. Watch the security camera
Okay.
footage, Tim.
Well, it's not gonna-
There's the
Yeah.
car that he hit.
He had hit the brake, so the
Whoa.
airbag deployed when he was doing about 126 miles an hour. So about 300 feet from where I'm at, right on the middle of your screen, I'm marking
But
it.
this is what
that
her
she was
car.
burning. And by that time now,
Let me see.
there's
Right here, look at that.
She might have,
That's her car right
I
there.
hate to say this because I probably sound pretty stupid saying this, but I'm
Fucking
Yeah,
disgusting.
Tim, I've just sent you 2 photos. Show those. You'll
You know what?
That-
Life is
you're
too
on
good
my
for some people.
That's the thing, though. I mean, you're.
Yeah, but that just shows Indonesia. It don't show comparison to America, though.
No, I just wanted to show Australia and the UK.
Hold on, I gotta look at the pictures down below.
I'm just hoping.
I'm sorry.
David-
No,
If we're
I
going to
can't
match
show
the,
it. I can't show it, bro.
if you're going to
No.
show UK and Australia, you might as well forget it because we're going to be like the dot of Sydney or something.
No, you're basically the size of Victoria.
Sorry, I can't show that.
I'll
down
take
with
that
the
as a
pictures on
victory.
the bottom. With the pictures on the bottom, I can't show it. Sorry, bud.
Okay, I'll send him to David, and David can.
Yeah, David can.
Wait up. What am I seeing here?
Give me a sec.
I know, but what I'm watching is better. Dom knows.
But you know what?
Okay, I've sent them to David now.
It's crazy how somebody can
Yeah.
have everything in life and just completely screw their life up. I really hope that chick's family sues him for everything he has, so when he gets out of jail, he don't have jack shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I've sent them.
How
Share
old
those.
was she?
I think she was like in her early 20s.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but what, half of that were in the sea, so that was not good.
That's what shits me. Don't even have a chance to live.
Exactly.
There's
Okay.
people like me lived to 52 so far.
Well,
Yeah.
see, the way I look at it is if even dying at 50 is young, right? But at least you had
Yeah.
somewhat of a life. You know what I'm saying? But it's sad
Yeah.
that somebody in like their early 20s or even early
Didn't
30s
even have a
died.
chance.
Or,
Didn't even
you
have a
know,
chance.
even younger than that when a poor, 16-year-old or something gets killed in a crash or something.
Or
Mm.
get shot out of school.
Guys in their 18 to early 20s being given millions of dollars and treated like gods is what leads to a lot of this crap.
Oh yeah, it's a recipe for disaster.
They
Yeah.
don't got no fucking brains or no morals.
Now, I'd say what leads to this sort of crap. Parents not being allowed to be parents.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or the other flip side of that is parents not being parents. They just
That
Yeah.
too.
It's either
just let
by
the kids
choice
do
or they're
whatever
not
they
allowed.
want. Just leave me alone. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to know. Just
What do you mean parents
Oh.
not allowed to be parents?
Well, that's what.
Well-
That's how we were brought up. Seen, not heard. We got our asses whooped.
You know,
Yeah,
technically,
None of-
technically in the U.S., it's not illegal to spank your children anywhere in the U.S. There's no state that actually has a law.
Well,
saying
it
that.
is over here. And the other day we were in Primark, and this woman, she didn't half give her daughter a wallop on the legs, and she thought she got away with it. Yeah, she walked around the corner, and the security was like, "We just need to have a word with you," and off she went.
You can't even fucking whoop your kid's ass anymore.
Yeah,
No. But-
technically you can. It's you got to know what the line of whooping your
Reasonable
kid's ass
force.
versus exactly reasonable force.
Reasonable
Because
force.
technically you cannot get in trouble for
putting simple corporal, like I guess you want to say corporal punishment on your children.
Yeah, just that's
But
the
you
Like-
can over here.
You know, it's
Okay.
actually still legal in some states here for teachers to spank kids.
You know, I guarantee no kid don't get smacked like I did.
Hey,
I'll
Paul.
pick a switch.
Let's
Go on.
qualify that. Looking back on it, Tim, did you deserve it?
Oh, probably, but I guarantee I said yes,
Okay,
sir. and
I
no,
just
sir.
Right.
I just don't want to. I just don't want to paint you as
Yeah.
the totally innocent person.
Well,
Yeah.
just
No,
to
but
point
what I'm-
out,
But I was brought up with morals. Yes, sir. No, sir. No,
Yeah,
man.
but-
yes.
But at the same time, though, Tim, you have complained that your dad was
Oh, he was
Too
excessive. He was a cunt, but
excessive. And that's what I'm
excessive
saying.
force.
That's what turned me to.
Reasonable
Took
force
everything
in
too
excessive
far.
force.
That's what made me not do
But
it to my children. For what
is
he did.
reasonable force what my dad did to us. Yeah. He would, punch us in the back of the head so we fell down and then kick us with his steel toe caps.
No,
Tell you
I think
what,
that's excessive.
We didn't go and argue back with him.
I'll show you what my dad did. Look
But
at
I
my
would
middle.
but that I wouldn't allow to happen over here. But you've
You-
got to be able to. When I say punish, right, I'm not talking about slapping, punching. You can't do anything now. If you ground them, it's child cruelty. Yeah.
No, that's not.
If you take away the mobile phone, I'm sorry, but the internet is part of the human rights. You've got no way
No.
of punishing.
Over here, you would not get in trouble for grounding your kids. That is not a thing over here.
I'm going to be honest though. When I was in my early teens, yeah, and my dad went to ground me, I'd go to him, "Are you sure you want to ground me? So you have to sit and put up with me in the living room talking over your programs, or do you want me to go out?"
Because like about 5 or 6 years ago, one of Thomas's teachers reported me for being abusive because she overheard him telling one of his friends that he gets his butt whooped when he does stuff. And we were real close with the teacher. Like Sarah talked to her out of school. Like we knew the teacher really well. And the teacher knew we weren't like that, but she had to report it legally. She had to report it. And when CPS came and talked to me, they asked me, I said, yeah, I spank him on the ass when he's bad. And they didn't say anything to me. They were like, yeah, okay. Then they even looked at him. They said, well, he doesn't have no bruises or nothing. I said, because I don't go excessive, but I will spank him on the ass if he does something he ain't supposed to be doing. I was 100% honest with him.
Didn't see no bruises on him. That's because my wife's foundation's pretty good.
Mm.
Like
My
I said,
voice was
and
enough with my kids. My
and they
voice was
told-
enough.
they told me, they said that is completely reasonable. And like I said, it's just people these days think that that's some kind of like thing you can't do anymore. And technically you still can do that. It's just whether you're beating your children to where they have black eyes and shit. That's where it becomes an issue.
Mm.
My voice did the beating for me.
Well, yeah.
They didn't like when they heard my voice. They're like, "Whoa!"
Because the teacher even told us, she talked to us afterwards. Because they didn't even have to tell us who reported us, but she came to us and told us. She was like, she goes, "I'm really sorry." She goes,
He
"I
had to
didn't
do
want
it.
to because I know you guys and I know you're not like that." She goes, "But I have to." She
Yeah,
goes,
she
"The
had to
school
do it.
requires that I have to do it." And there was no problem with it. We weren't mad at her or anything. And I told the CPS straight up, I said, "I'll whoop his ass if he does something." I said, "But I don't go excessive, but I will spank him on the butt."
Hmm.
Like, and you ask my girls, if they get smart, I'll come back behind them. I'll smack them right on the back of the head. They want to get smart. Like, I don't play around. Like, that's not how I do things. Like, I don't like, you give them a light little tap on the back of the head. Like, oh, you ain't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Like when they
Well,
try to get
excessive
mouthy with
force-
Sarah.
Obsessive force. Just look at Joe Biden now. That's excessive force. What's my name again?
But people have gotten this in this mindset that
Mhm.
all of a sudden now you can't even touch your children. That's not the case. You can still whoop your children.
You know how
to
bad it's
a-
getting over here in the UK? Now, if the police stop someone and it's a female, they won't put them in the back. They'll handcuff them, but they won't put them in the back of the car until a female officer comes and helps.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like, If you're going to commit a crime, you're going jail. Get in the back of the car. You're off. Toodaloo.
If a female cop starts putting handcuffs on me, I'll ask her number first.
No,
Exactly.
over here they will usually call a female officer to pat a
They got
female
to.
down, but they'll still arrest them and put them in the back of the car. A male
Yeah,
officer
But
will.
yeah, for search, they got to have the
But
same thing.
even male cops, though, if there's 2 or 3 of them on scene and they don't have a female officer, they will do a backwards hand pat down on them. And then they'll
Mhm.
tell them, if you don't be honest with us and tell us you have something on you, when you get to the jail, you're going to get another charge if they find something on you.
Well, that's true because I saw a lot of videos on that. They do a backhand. But this one cop, he got fired because he actually grabbed the lady.
Well done, Joe. Good,
I
eh?
mean, you ask any of the kids nowadays, do they know what a switch was? Not a light switch.
I was going to say.
And believe me, don't pick the smallest one.
Like I
Doesn't
said,
work.
I was completely honest with them, and they said it was completely acceptable because he didn't show any kind of excessiveness.
Yeah, there's a fine line about it.
Well, who reported it, Justin?
The teacher, because she had to.
Okay.
Yeah, but who reported it to the teacher?
The teacher overheard him say that to another student.
Ah, right.
And because she overheard it, she had to. But she told us about it, though, because she knew that that's not the way we did things. So but she didn't even have to tell us it was her. Like, they don't tell you. So if, like, somebody reports you to CPS, they won't tell you who reported you. They keep it anonymous.
What's up, Joe? Waypoint. Russell, you disgusting person.
So how are you feeling, Joe? Any more problems?
Well, he said he's getting checked out this week sometime.
Yeah, I know that, but he was also, it's like some people said that if he continues to have an issue, he shouldn't wait,
Well, that's what I've been saying. Yeah.
Oh, 100%. Waypoint. Yeah, it is up to them. But like I said, they felt like what I told them was completely acceptable because when they overlooked all 3 kids, they didn't find any kind of, they didn't have like black eyes or bruising or anything like that.
Did
so
they take
knew.
them? Did they take them one by one? And
Yep,
talk to them?
and they talked to them, and none of the kids said anything They said that they would get grounded or they would get spanked if they did something, and that they found it completely reasonable. The sheriffs and the CPS, they didn't say anything. And I was completely honest with them. I wasn't.
Yeah. Check the group chat. Justin.
Let me see here. And that was a while back too. It was like 5 or 6 years ago. It was a while back.
No, the message was just put there. Sorry.
JDS.
Same, I think only me and you got that one.
Right?
Can if you want.
It's up to
So
you,
that's
man.
here, guys. I'm leaving.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
All
gonna
right,
head
Paul.
out as well.
Yeah, I'm going for coffee. So catch you guys later, eh?
Okay, Paul.
Catch you later.
But
Yeah.
Bye bye.
Later, Gator.
I'm out
Mhm.
too.
Bye, Dominic.
Yeah,
All right,
bye.
Dominic, you take care.
Take
Oh,
it
well.
easy, Don.
Bye-bye.
Send some water up here, please. Fuck, we're in a drought.
Kind of a medium slow Sunday evening. I imagine people got things to do.
Oh, it's getting hot here. It's fucking already 28 Celsius.
Really?
Yep. It's only 9 in the morning. It's supposed to get up to 35 today. Goody.
If you could just box some of that up and send it over here.
Yeah, right. No.
Hey, bye, Hot Rod.
Hey, Hot Rod.
Oh, you just dropped out and left.
Yeah.
Yeah. Geronimo.
Didn't even say goodbye. It's like
Yeah, he
didn't
does
even
that.
get, you know,
Who left?
no
Hot Rod.
reach around.
Oh, Hot
No
Rod.
reach around. No nothing. Just left.
Is there anybody
Joe-
else on right now?
Joe
Mm,
said
Uh-uh.
nothing today. Went and
I don't think there's anyone on for another. Is it about an hour and a half? 2 hours?
Wedge and Big comes
David.
on at 8.
David, I was talking.
Sorry.
Nothing today. Went and flew my Nevada and saw a hot girl who even struck a pose for me. Heart was flying through, but did beat a little bit. I reckon it would, Joe. Yeah.
That's because he
Fuck
gets
yeah, bro.
That's because he
Oh,
gets more excited for the guys.
You missed a
Yeah.
post. You missed something on Laura's stream towards the end. Wedgie B came in and he said, "Oh, it's illegal to use your drone to record porn." Right? And he said, "I wish I'd known. I wish the neighbours had told me before I was caught recording through the window."
Oh, that's so wrong. See, shit like that going to get us in trouble.
Yeah.
He was joking.
Even just joking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Why'd you put your drone there?
There you go, Joe. Joe, we're gonna do the ultimate test on your heart. What does that do for you, buddy? There you
Oh my god.
go. There you go.
Now you know what fucking
Okay.
Justin has in his
Does that get you
browser.
going there, Joe?
I just got to ask a question. Why are you showing men?
That kind of scares me.
Did you not just hear what I said like 2 seconds ago?
Yeah, but it's in your browsing history now.
So I looked it up.
Now they're gonna say, what is Justin doing?
Actually,
Oh,
no, because that's
Bertha.
running. No, that's running through my Opera browser, which doesn't save anything. So
Fucking good on you.
because I overlay Opera on top of Google.
He fucking keeps it there. No fucking evidence. Oh shit. Oh, you're a funny bugger. Let me watch this video of Joe's. Get some views on.
Joe said, "Nope, hell no."
Nope. Oh, he planned it. Look, girl knew I was flying by her to get a picture.
Oh, waypoints, what the fuck?
Exactly, waypoint.
Oh, good.
Started some shit now, boy.
Yeah.
I am gonna have steak and taters. Steak and taters. Fucking went into town and still forgot to get something else. Fuck. I need butter.
Well, when are
Don't
you
you
gonna start
freaking hate
making
when
your?
you go shopping and you forget something?
I
When are you
couldn't
gonna
hear
start?
anything.
I said, when are you gonna start making your dinner? Because I don't want to go live if you're in the middle of eating.
I'll
Again.
be after that, bro. Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta run down there. Well, I can't have taters without butter.
Are you cooking after we go live or before?
Might be during. Never know.
Okay.
Believe me, I won't turn on the cam. You don't want to
So
see
what
this shit.
time are you going live?
All right, same time as normal.
Is
So
what?
Same
that's
time as
12
normal.
o'clock. Was that 12 o'clock my time?
No, it's 11 o'clock. I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, do that, Joe.
But
I'll
I mean,
download that. I mean, I'll look at it.
I mean, it's still an hour and a half away, so it gives you time to run into town and stuff.
Yeah. Get all my shit in there. Yeah, think of anything else. Oh, I want to get the big taters.
I got to figure out why is it when I go into Restream, I come up as you in there.
Told you because we're fucking linked.
I got to change my avatar.
It doesn't matter because I don't go in there. I'll just go in there when you go live. but I think their co-host is different than StreamYard because I have full capability of that. StreamYard don't. That's a pretty nice area, Joe. Mandeville, oh fuck, Mandeville Lakefront.
Okay, so let me
Do some fishing in there.
click out of there and go
Yeah.
back in it.
That's a nice area to have a good barbecue, but I don't see any barbecues.
Hey, Steve, how you doing, mate?
I don't see barbecues. Hey,
That's
Steve. Do they got barbecues there, Joe? I mean, it's a big ass park. I didn't see any.
Go ahead and
Good transition. Oh, you should have hit that girl right in the head. Not just kidding. You're like, don't. Sorry. You hear a big splash. Also, you can go swimming there too. At high tide, I guess. They got stairways down into the water.
Hey, David, what time's it getting to be over there?
Nice and calm.
11:24.
11:24.
Not allowed on the lakefront. You're not allowed to have barbecues on the lakefront.
Still early yet.
What lakefront?
Joe's video that I'm watching.
Well, on private property, you can do whatever you want, can't you?
Well, this is a lakefront
Or is it a public lakefront?
public. I didn't think it would matter if it was public.
Well, some of the public lakefronts, they don't want everybody coming down there and setting up kilns and other things. You know, it's like it's same thing happens here at Lakeside Beach. They had to institute a no bringing your barbecue.
That's fucked up. I mean,
Because what they do is they
crazy.
come out of Detroit, come up here, and they set up a barbecue. And when they get done, they just dump the barbecue right there on the ground.
oh, that's ignorant.
Yep. Well,
Ignorant
that's
people.
what it was.
This would be a great place to have a barbecue, though.
Yeah, they just dump. You go up there like on a Monday, and here's all these piles of charcoal and stuff on the ground.
That's ignorant. That's like here in Noosa and pretty much all over the Shire. They have people in the mornings that clean up and everything like that.
We had one a couple of years ago where they buried the barbecue under the sand and a kid walked on it.
Jesus.
After they were done with it, right?
Yeah.
It was still a hot barbecue.
People just don't think.
Well, they don't care. That's the thing.
No, that's the one.
They don't
Yeah.
care. They don't care enough to think.
Just a shame, you know. One
It's
person
like
can mess
it's
it
like
up.
when it's out of their control, it's not my problem. You know.
One person fucks it up for the rest of them.
Yep.
Mark R. White, don't forget to nail everything down because here comes Debbie.
What?
Storm Debbie. He's about to hit.
I never liked that
It's
name.
hitting Northern England, so North Wales and Manchester and all that, where Mark R. White is.
Mm.
there you go. Apparently, I have to send you a link for that, Tim. So I sent it to you in Messenger to be able to
A
restream.
link for what? I'm already
able to-
connected.
Yeah, but it's a link for you to be able to restream. So just
Okay.
you have to set up an account, but it's free. You don't have to pay for it. It's just
I
like
already
setting up
did
a.
that.
Okay.
Already did.
Well, just click on the link and then you just add your YouTube channel to it. It should walk you through it. It's just some easy steps, 3 easy steps. I already looked at what they were.
You're telling me I gotta fucking do software. Fuck. Frick.
Software a fucking 5-year-old could figure out. Come on now.
Shut up. Here's what your guest will see. You are the host of this event. Manage your channel here. Here's what you're getting. Click on here. Okay. I'm in there.
I think we'll sign off and let you guys get ready for your show in about an hour and a half, right?
Yep. I'll see you
Okay,
later.
everybody. Hey, thanks for being here. We'll see all of you over on. Is it going to be on Tim's channel or your channel?
I'm not doing. I'm not done doing
Justin's
it.
gone, but I think it's on both. I
Okay.
think
I
it's
don't know how
Justin
to-
and then Tim's restreaming.
Okay.
I don't know how to fucking do this.
Right, I'll
Oh.
catch you all later.
Okay.
Damn you, Justin.
Bye bye.